I'm going to call our meeting back to order. Secretary, can you check who is on the telephone?
Supervisor Angus, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Supervisor Johnson? Supervisor Johnson, are you there? Supervisor Johnson?
Okay. We're going to go ahead and proceed. We are on item 1B. Approval of the adoption of the Board of Supervisors Resolution 2022-205, approving the canvass of the November 8th, 2022 general election pursuant to ARS 16642A. Anyone care to make a motion?
Chairman Gould?
Supervisor Angus.
I want to make a short statement and then make the motion. During this recess, I've been in contact with many different people, constituents, the people whose opinions really matter to me, lawyers, our congressman's office, and even some candidates. The bottom line is that there really is no mechanism in state statute which allows for counties not to certify elections. It's a purely administrative function. We've talked about this many times about other issues, that if I cannot vote no, why is this in front of me? And if it's purely administrative, then there should be another avenue for it. But that's what we have in front of us. Delaying this vote again will only prolong the agony without actually changing anything. What we certify here today is only Mojave County's vote. I'm confident about how this county, under Alan Tempert and Christy Blair, have conducted the 2022 election. To not certify this election at all, which I don't think was ever our intent, would certainly disenfranchise the voters of Mojave County and hurt our candidates who worked so hard to get elected. This process has been so eye-opening and not in a good way. I suggest that in the coming months and years, we work with our state legislature to make the changes we need both for our county and for our state, and to make our voices heard. Arizona, and that is Maricopa County, is the laughingstock of the country and of the world, and they don't even seem to care, which is even more frightening. I will vote to certify this canvass under duress for the chaos Maricopa County has foisted into our election process, and I will bring a resolution to our next regular meeting to address the concerns we have about Maricopa County. Once again, thank you to the Mojave County Elections Department and Recorder's Office for a job well done. And with that, I make a motion to accept the canvass of the 2022 election.
Chairman Gould.
Supervisor Lingenfelter.
I'd like to second, but I'd also like to make a statement if I may.
Proceed.
Thank you. A significant percentage of Arizona's voters seem to have misgivings about our state of Arizona's election process. I would ask everyone here and everyone who may be listening or watching remotely across the country, and I know that there are because I've received emails from Georgia, Michigan, telephone calls from all over the country, so they're watching us. And that question is, when was the last time you changed someone's mind, either in your professional life or your personal life, by guilting them, shaming them, or telling them to just sit down and shut up? And I would guess that the answer to that question for every single one of us would be never. That never helps. It never helps. We must tackle the issue of election integrity by embracing the pillars of good governance. And it doesn't matter if you have an R or a D behind your name. Those are, and there's maybe others that you can think of, but at the very least, accountability, promoting openness and transparency, minus the labeling, guilting, and shaming, which never helps. It only harms and it only increases the divide. Efficiency and effectiveness, that's how we measure performance management in government. And I don't see many performance measurements here. And with responsibility. And when I say responsibility, whose job, quote unquote job, is it to be a part of addressing the issue of voter confidence in elections? And further, part of solutions that practically increase confidence in Arizona's elections. I would say it is part of our job at all levels and positions of government. I joined in the 3-2 vote last Monday to delay Mojave County's canvass in solidarity and as a statement to Maricopa County and the state legislature here that we must do better in the future to increase Arizonans' confidence in our elections. The state legislature must debate and pass improvements to Arizona's election statutes in 2023. However, to risk all of the votes that Mojave County citizens cast here to be tossed out is too much. There is no doubt in my mind that the Arizona Attorney General's office and others through their own legal actions will produce additional information for the public on exactly what Maricopa County has done. And if anything reprehensible is found, those responsible must be brought to justice. With that stated, I'm in favor of seconding the motion by Supervisor Angus. I'm also in support of, previously we mentioned Supervisor Gould, possible action to look at a casting vote record or something like that. We have to go to Mojave County Superior Court to get a court order or something like that. But, you know, the truth never shrugs away from being examined. And if that helps, I would be in support of that as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Supervisor. You've heard that motion and second. Any further discussion? No. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. I vote aye under duress. I found out today that I have no choice but to vote aye or I'll be arrested and charged with a felony. I don't think that that is what our founders had in mind when they used the democratic process to elect our leaders, our form of self-government, and I find that very disheartening. With your vote of 4 ayes and 0 nays, you've approved item 1B. Anything else for the good of the order? We're adjourned.